Hello, this is Adrian from Talent to Muse, and this is your quick start guide to working your embroidery machine. So this is your machine straight out the box. It requires little to no setup to get started. I'm going to show you where your on and off button is. So right here, you'll just click it on. Next, I'm going to show you where you put your USB drive. That's the port right there. This machine does display in color. When you cut your machine on, it always gives you the same message. You click OK. It's basically telling you that your hoop will move. So next I want to show you how you get your designs off your USB port. Just click this button. Depending on how many files you have, it may take a while, but it always loads. If not, you can just keep putting it back in. Okay, so now we're going to choose a design. I'm going to pick one with a lot of colors. That one right there. Okay, so you'll do, you just select it. So right here, I'm just going to show you that if this design was on your embroidery machine and you just want to put it on your USB drive, you can just click right there. It's just a quick little tip. Show you how to save it from your machine. Okay, so next we're going to press this button right here. So you're just gonna just showing you what you can just move it up, down. It's like a quick edit. So depending on, where you want to place it on your shirt. And you can just move it about. It's a very user-friendly machine. You can work this straight out the box, no problem. Okay, and a quick thing that no one has ever told me and I had to learn the hard way is the bobbin really doesn't matter. As long as your top thread is okay, that's where you get the colors that the bobbin doesn't show. So next, we clicked on that button to get started with our actual design. So on this little display, it just shows you color, how many minutes, and whatnot. I clicked right here for the tension because this is where I set my tension to. It's important for this machine because you will have to set your own tension on this machine, and that's my normal setting right there. So it shows me how many minutes, how many stitch counts, the colors. And again, it's a very user-friendly machine. I love it so much. Okay, and right here I'm just showing you like how you go back and forth with stitches. So that's where you skip. Next, I wanted to show you how you hoop. I normally float hoop when it comes down to mines. So right here, I'm going to show you how I hoop my t-shirts when I'm designing. So first we're going to choose a stabilizer. That's cutaway. That one right there is tearaway. And the one that I like the best for my t-shirts is this silky one right here. I'm not sure about the name of it, but I will put it in the description bar below. I got it from Joann's, and I just like the way that it feels against the skin when you use it. So right now, I'm just basically cutting it to the size of my hoop. Now with this, you don't have to make it pretty or nothing because I haven't found a method to preserve the quality, not the quality, but the quantity of my stabilizer. It's not like vinyl where every piece of it is precious. It's basically just enough to get it in the hoop and make sure that it's nice and tight. So right here, I'm just cutting it. It doesn't have to be pretty. Jagged edges is just fine. And what I normally do is just double it. So I'm just going to take that piece off and put it on top of each other and just cut a rough trace around it just to make it tight enough for me, because I've noticed that if you use 2 layers of stabilizers versus 1, your design comes out a lot better and it's stitched out very beautifully. And some useful information. Did you know that all Brother Embroidery Machines take the PES files? And those files can get expensive after a while, but I do have a little piece on my blog just showing you where you can get free files and also paid ones. And I'll put a link in the description box below where you can find that information. So right now where I have both of my pieces of a stabilizer, I just basically lay it flat. Next, I'm going to take my hoop, just size it up on the two pieces of fabric. And now I'm laying it on top of it like a sandwich. So I'm just laying it. So right now I'm putting, it's going to be rough side in, and the silky smooth side is going to be touching the skin. So next I'm just taking the other part of the hoop and I'm putting it on there. And now I have to test it for the tightness of it. So next I'm just going to flip it. I'm showing you how you screw it in there tight. And next we're just going to have to test it to make sure that it's tight enough for me. So I normally just pull the edges of it, make sure that it's good where it's not bunched up or anything like that to my liking. And now I normally do a little pluck. If it feels like tight like a drum, that's what I like. Okay. And now I'm just screwing it in some more, just getting it to where I like it. And pulling it, making sure that none of the sides are bunched up, but not super tight, not to where it's puckering, but just a nice tight drum. There we go, making sure it's nice and smooth. All right. And now what I normally do is just take my little bonding spray and I spray it, but this is how I actually hoop. So I'm looking at the t-shirt, I turn it inside out, and I'm making sure where the tag is, and basically I turn it in where tummy side down, and now I'm going to fold it on the side just to make sure I have that perfect centered look. So I'm showing you how I do it. I match it up and I smooth it out to make sure. Okay, and then I set that to the side. Next, I'm going to take that same spray that I showed you guys, and I'm going to spray my hoop so I can float it. Okay, and you don't need a lot of it, guys, and because if you do too much, it will stain your shirt. Okay, I just found this method to be much easier for me. So right now I'm just going to line up my shirt to the hoop. So there's little arrows on your hoop, and I'm just lining it up perfectly. And right now I'm taking my fingers and basically doing a little margin of where I want my design to fall. So it's normally 2 or 3 fingers for me. And then I line it up as close as I can and smooth down the shirt to the hoop to where it's perfect for me. That's how I basically eyeball it without doing the technical dot and grid that comes with your hoop when you get it out the box. Okay, and now I'm just going to fold my shirt over and smooth it out. Okay. What's mostly important is the inside of the shirt. You want to make sure the inside of the shirt is smooth out. That's where your design is going to go. So you're just making sure everything is tacked down, everything is smooth. Okay, and next I'm going to show you how you actually get it on your embroidery hoop. So here we are at a machine again, and I basically take it and I smooth it, and I pull my little latch right here to move up my presser foot, and I smooth everything out to get it far away from the actual little presser foot. And now I'm just going to snap it in place. Okay, and this is how you basically hoop and you sew your design on your shirt while you float it. If you like this video, please like and subscribe, and make sure you check out my blog at Talent the Muse. Bye, y'all.